Hi, this is Shakira.
And this is Dia,
We're cooking up a great conversation.
starting with a cup of insights,
Add a tablespoon of fun.
a slice of drama,
Drama. A pinch of salt.
para may konting alat, and lots of pepe.
Siyempre, may anghang.
Welcome to Salt and Pepe Podcast.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Salt and Pepe Podcast. I am Shakira Season.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Salt and Pepe Podcast. I am Leah. Happy New Year everyone.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, Leah.
Yeah, it's so exciting, and also because we took a break.
Yes.
Diba? So, I don't know kung I felt like parang ang tagal, diba? Pero siguro mga 3 weeks ba yun? Or 1 month ba? Or parang kasi parang
Really?
December naman lata yung last natin na recording, right?
It was so fun. I was like, parang feeling ko may mali, may kulang. I was just checking, did we release all episodes? Talagang, it's really part of our system.
Yeah,
Ano?
kasi parang shit, parang bakit wala akong inaasikasong thing, So, it's very interesting because it becomes a part of you na talaga yung habits mo, even this commitment that we're almost gonna be doing this for 1 year. So, in the break that we had over the holidays, talagang pareho yata tayo, we felt like something's missing or parang, wah, bakit wala akong deadline or something? Yeah, right.
Exactly. I felt that also.
Yeah.
Before actually I went to the Philippines, I had to make sure na talagang parang something was missing.
Yeah, kwento ka naman ng Philippines trip mo para namang ang lapit lang ng binakasyonan mo.
That was really good. Syempre, meron akong mga eat, pray, love moments, diba? And I really took that time to be on my own. Not really on my own because I was with friends, pero yung may moment talaga na I decided to spend some time in Palawan. So yun talaga yung this trip was really for me to go out. It was actually my first time in Palawan. So funny, no? That's how we are talaga. If we're so used to our place, we know it's just there. We really don't visit it, but I'm so glad I did it. So it was a cool trip because I have a friend there, si Isis, who moved. So she knows her way around na, and I really wanted to go around. So I went to Coron on my own and spent 3 days there, and then met up with my friends Isis and Abo, and we spent New Year together. Sobrang nice. So Coron, then we went to El Nido, and then we went to Port Barton to check also San Vicente, and last was Puerto Princesa. So talagang Palawan tour
Wow!
talaga.
Ang dami mong napuntahan sa
Yes.
Palawan.
Tawag
Shout
namin doon
out.
TOT. If you
Ano
remember
yun?
that,
What's
Tomboys
the...
on Tour.
Oh, Tomboys on Tour. Shout out naman kay Shobe
Yes.
Isis.
Yes.
Hi. Hi from our
So
podcast. Thanks
fun.
for listening. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
that you had a productive trip, and I know that the alone time and the reflection was the intention. So I'm glad that you were able to do that and also see some family members and spend
Oh
time with your
yes, of
family.
course,
I
si
think.
family. One kwento lang, it was a nice New Year. So we rented lang an Airbnb kasi gusto ko talaga beachfront, and by that time talagang puno na. So sabi, ito yung mapupuntahan. But it was a nice quiet cove. Um really far from El Nido, and there was this like Airbnb, so wala kaming food doon. We had to go to like a resort, or not resort, another Airbnb sa tabi. So anyway, long story short, nag-order na ako ng food, may nag-iihaw doon. It was New Year, but I had a feeling sa kanila yon. So I had to ask, binibenta niyo ba yan? Sabi niya, ay, naku, para sa mamayayan. But, of course, kindness of
Yeah.
Filipinos. Join us, have New Year here. So, so happy to say that I started the New Year with kindness. So, we had free food and free booze for the New Year. Just talagang ano talaga to,
That's a nice
do as the
adventure.
local does talaga. So, ano yung ginawa, yon talagang adventure, hindi resort type, Airbnb with friends, talagang galing,
That's a
rustic.
great experience,
Saya. Yan lang.
right?
my
Mhm.
TOT story, Tomboy on Tour, we call that.
Thought.
Ever since we were younger, yun ang tawag namin. Yes. And how about you? How was your New Year?
It was good. The holidays were good. We didn't travel far this time. Dito lang kami. We had some friends who were in town, so had a good Christmas celebration in Utah where we skied for a couple of days. And then we just had a quiet New Year celebration here. So it was a nice break. I'm glad that we did decide to take a break from recording para naman we can focus on our holiday celebrations and preparations, and to actually carve out that time away from our very huge fan base listening to us right
Yes.
now.
Thank you.
Hope you didn't miss us so much, and I hope that you're still enjoying our show, right?
Yes.
So, yeah,
Ganda
I
rin
want
ng rap. Sorry, dun sa sa Spotify, did you see that? Siguro we'll
yeah.
post it on on YouTube. It's so nice. Thank you for the listener. Sobrang
Mhm,
nice to see the rap of how the podcast was throughout 2024.
mhm.
It was so nice to see. Thank
The
you.
growth of our audience
Yes.
also. I know that we're not super huge and popular, but we always say if we can touch one life, that makes a change. That is a big, I think a big deal because, when we were younger, when our life was touched, kahit isa lang, right? It was big and life and transforming, very life transforming for us. So if we can do that for, I think we have a regular mga 100, right?
Yes. Thank
Listeners
you.
at any given moment. So thanks for that. I want to know, how are you feeling this new year? Do you feel like it's a fresh start or parang just another day, another year?
I think it's both kasi ako naman I've already set plans and goals.
Mm-hmm.
It's just making sure that to refocus and
Mm-hmm.
just stay
Mm-hmm.
on the course. So it's just always a reminder. But of course, with what happened, we know my story. So medyo parang fresh start na din.
Mm-hmm.
And hoping things are going to look good starting 2025. But
Uh-huh.
it is really just making sure I stay on track. So
Wow.
that's for
Meron ka
my
talagang set goals for yourself, which is great, right? Like,
yeah, for health lalo
um
and fitness. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, in the past I try not to do it all na parang New Year's. Like I didn't want to be like a New Year's resolutioner na parang ang daming promise pagka bagong taon pero nakakalimutan like midway. But I have to say that it's a good time to for some reflection and to like turn the page on the previous year, and any chance kahit na mag-fail ka, but the fact that you took the initiative and actually visualize a change in you, I think it adds on. And I think that you internalize that initiative and that move forward as opposed to wala akong babaguhin kahit ano. Diba?
Yes,
Parang mabubula ka na lang.
exactly. And it's very timely for our topic. So I'm so happy for our first topic for 2025. It's
Mhm.
about change. So,
Change.
bakit nga ba change ang topic natin?
I know. Aside from a lot of people make changes during the new year, I think alam naman natin lahat that there's nothing in the world that's constant except for
Oh,
change.
yes.
Right? Even if you
Yes.
force your everything to stay the same, actually sometimes forcing things to stay the same is what's gonna cause the change, diba? Kasi parang there's just no way to maintain the day in and day out. Although sometimes we feel like pare-pareho na lang, like our routine doesn't change, or we feel like we might still be the same person, but I feel like either gradually we become different people or we develop habits, or we decide for ourselves na it's time for a change, so hoping that things stay the same, I feel like it's very short-sighted. It just leads to shock and disappointment kasi hindi mo talaga maiiwasan, right? So
True.
mga tao nagsasabi na ay iba ka na, nagbago ka na. right? Like, what do you expect? You can't expect people to stay the same, people,
Yes.
partners, relationships, jobs, places, family. Like, I think the sooner we accept that things change, the better we can deal with it. So
That's so true.
personally, I like to always welcome change, or at least be prepared for it kung hindi siya positive change. For you, do you think change is something that happens to you or something that you actually pursue?
Napaisip nga ako sa question 'to, parang oo nga 'no, there's like parang two things to consider
Yeah.
on changes 'no. So, actually it's both.
Mhm,
Kasi, um, so when you see changes already, 'di ba, na parang, ay, you really have to go with the flow. Like basic stuff, like
mhm.
technology, right? I mean, sobrang, maybe
Mhm,
of course sometimes we're so used to something and we don't wanna change,
mhm,
but eventually, lalo na ngayon, it will just be phased out, right?
mhm,
You have no choice but to accept
mhm,
changes that's in society or,
mhm,
technology-wise.
mhm,
And I like also the part na there are some change that you really have to actively pursue.
mhm, mhm,
Kasi nga, exactly, you should have growth in any way. So,
mhm,
sa akin both. It happens na you just have to go with the
mhm,
change and
mhm,
something within you that's not maybe pleasant. Sometimes kasi, 'di ba, you have that
mhm,
habits or ito yung nakasanayan mo, or it's something that you grew up with and you thought tama yon, right? And then eventually you might be hurting other people na
mhm,
pala, or
mhm,
other people can't understand you
mhm,
anymore. And people will tell you naman, like ako, family, they're all blatant. If they don't like a certain ugali or attitude, they'll let me know.
mhm,
So, with that, sometimes, syempre, you're hurt,
mhm.
but sometimes you're also stubborn because
Yeah.
you think, ay, hindi, ako to, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes there are changes that you have to pursue for correct growth naman. There are core values within
Mm,
you that
mhm,
you should keep,
mhm.
diba? But change is really inevitable. So how about you?
Yeah, I just thought about what you said that sometimes, people tell you to change. I think when you're in a long-term relationship and you have like good communication in that relationship, I think hindi nauubos yung pagbabago. I wouldn't say reklamo sa'yo, but like, when you're building a relationship kasi you have to really point out the things that you don't like and the things that need to be corrected, and especially the things that hurt you, or else may ipon, and then that just leads to like a big explosion, or
Yeah.
just suddenly someone going away or whatever. So
True.
I think that's something that's I think that's a given, that you're going to be a constantly evolving person if you're in a relationship that's like dynamic and wants to keep growing. Like for me, even at times na ayokong magbago or I just want to stay in one place at one time, and I'm trying and I'm being complacent about change. I feel like the history in the course of my life, the world will do it for me. Pipilitin talaga ako kahit na ayaw ko. Like for example na I've always like from childhood, alam ko na kung ano yung gusto ko maging, which is pediatric surgeon. But and then talagang may plano na ako, like I set my mind to it. I was well on my way, but you know what? The life had other ideas for me. Tapos talagang i-uproot talaga ako na parang, actually, no. And it's not just a simple nudge. I'm gonna turn your world upside down kasi hindi ka talaga dyan, and you're gonna have to deal with it. And nasanay na kasi ako sa ganong parang direction of my life na parang kahit pilitin ko pa, there's no way to continue what I thought where I was gonna be. And another example is when I was younger and I actually said, hindi ako ever aalis ng Philippines. Because I'm loyal, I'm nationalistic, I'm not like everybody, and ganyan. Ang dami-dami kong isplok na ganyan. Pero it decided for me na wala akong choice because I'm gonna meet somebody, and that draw is gonna be, stronger than whatever I had already decided. So parang na-train ako na to just be open and deal with things and figure it out along the way without trying to fight it so much, and just accept that my world can turn upside down at any point, and to know also na kakayanin ko siya, right? So for me, I try to keep moving and I try to keep changing kasi alam ko na hindi papayag whatever, whoever is managing or like,
Yes.
holding the strings of my life, hindi talaga siya pumapayag that I stay in one place and be the same person.
Wow.
Kahit i-decide ko pa. So that's why I have to always be open to change, right?
That's nice, no? It's really hard to be open to change. Like what you said, I told myself, ika nga, I cannot, because nga naging sikat nga, or naman naging, yung call center, ano, 'di ba,
Mhm.
business sa Pilipinas, I said, never talaga ako magko-call center or, customer care representative or whatever. Kasi ako, it's the time. Hindi ko kaya yung
Yeah.
magpupuyat, ganyan.
Yeah, yeah.
I said that's the last job. Kasi gusto ko yung PE teacher nga, 'di ba?
Yeah, yeah.
Of course,
Gumagalaw
when
ka,
I
hindi
moved,
office.
yes, when I moved, ayan, I'm here. Alam mo, you
Yeah.
just laugh it off na lang, 'di
Yeah.
ba? And of course, accept it and make the best out of
Make the
what you
most of
have.
it, like.
Yes, of course. So actually, it's nice that I guess we're both open to change because of what happened to us,
Yeah.
'di ba? And we know that some people are not. So ikaw, why do you think people are afraid of change?
Before I answer that, I think, this might be another topic, but I think we both have that in common kasi umalis tayo ng Philippines, right?
Yes.
So, in a way, we had to start from scratch and had to just take what we could and build a life with what was available, right? 'Di ba?
Yes.
Kasi kung hindi tayo umalis, parang you have some kind of privilege na mamili ka, and you have, because madami kang,
Yes.
support system,
Network.
and you have
Yes.
safety net and whatever, to be like firm and be like, hindi ko talaga gagawin yun. So at this point, parang natatakot ako magsalita ng tapos because I feel like it's gonna get thrown back at me. Like, for example, I always say I can't do sales, pero parang feeling ko one day I'm gonna have to sell something. Parang that's another episode. Well, abangan na lang. But
True.
yeah, to answer your question, why do I think people are afraid of change? Bakit namang hindi, 'di ba? It's scary
True.
because it's unknown. You don't know, first of
Sobra.
all, the result, what's at the end of it, and you don't know how you'll cope, right? How it will affect you, and how will it affect others, right? Usually you become more comfortable with challenges when you've already experienced something before, right? And
Yes.
you know how to handle it. For example, breakup or move, like a move, physical move, na residential move, or job loss, or friendship issues, like, totoo nga yung sinasabi nila that sometimes the only way to get past something is to go through it. Like, hindi mo pwede siyang detour. You
Oh,
just
yeah.
have to go through it, through the
Time.
hardships and the realizations, whether you like it or not. And then when you get through it and you heal from it, I feel like you become a different person, di ba? And that's why you'll realize this when you meet people na parang ang dami na nilang naranasan sa
Yes.
buhay, tsaka madami na silang napagdaanan na hardships, especially people who have really been through a lot.
Oh,
Parang
yeah.
ang tatag ng loob nila, 'di ba? Kasi parang nothing faces them anymore. Tapos parang kunyari kahit ano yung itapon mo sa kanila, parang alam mo nakakayanin nila. And in a way, parang feeling mo, shit, parang ako hindi ko yata kaya yon kung mangyari sa akin. Pero people who have been through a lot, they handle themselves differently because they have that parang life experience of going through the worst of times, maybe hitting rock bottom, and then building themselves up, right? So when they think of challenges, parang no sweat, parang kayang-kaya. Not that hindi sila malulungkot. Of course, malulungkot sila, and it's gonna be hard. But these kinds of people, they've been through a lot worse. So, hindi na sila takot, they're not even faced anymore, So parang that's why my thing is always to just go through it and, pick up the pieces and then you become stronger as a result of that. 'Di ba? Madami tayong nami-meet na parang sinasabi na gusto ko mas ano, I want to be stronger like you. I just want to be strong. Eh hindi naman yan parang iniinom na vitamins, 'di ba? That you
Yes.
have to be strong. When you ask to be strong, it's because you've already been punched so many times, 'di ba? Kasi
Yes.
you've already like been through the ringer, so to speak. So, nagiging parang invincible ka. You can't just decide, I'm going to be stronger.
True.
You have to, parang sugat siya na you have to build a scar tissue which is stronger than the actual skin that was never hurt. So parang ganun yung analogy, right? So, on your end, do you feel that you react differently if the change is something that you planned or wanted, or yung change na parang thrust upon you and forced on you?
Yeah. So before answering that, I like that we said na there are people that you meet
Mhm,
who overcome adversity. So,
mhm,
yun, both of my friends I was in Palawan, Abo, and Isis, yun. I think those are the two strong people I know. That's why nga sometimes I'm lucky na parang, wow. I mean, the thought of that na
mhm,
kung nakayanan nila and they're still have that smile on their face na parang, de, kaya natin to. Yung dun ako talaga nabibilib, and I'm glad that I have that
mhm,
around me na
mhm,
when something happens to me, sometimes syempre you compare, 'di ba? Na parang kung nagawa nila yon, I think makakayanan ko yung mga
mhm,
struggles na I'm
mhm,
going to face. But yes, it's nice. It's nice if you are able to meet people like that and inspire you to just push and move
mhm,
on when there is hardship. So with your, yeah, I do react differently if it's uh of course, if it's not really forced upon me or it's something I have to do, yun ang talagang hard for me to do because
mhm,
you're used to just being what you know or being yourself and doing the things you know is correct, right? Sometimes
mhm,
kasi you don't know until you see that it's affecting somebody else or if it's affecting others. Yun ang medyo mahirap kasi sometimes you think, tama naman yung ginagawa ko. Maybe kasi hindi mo lang talaga alam na may
mhm,
nasasaktan ka or
mhm,
something. That's the hard part for me. But for me, going with the flow, because everybody's doing it then eh. Sometimes the things that are not planned or you just have to,
mhm,
it's just because everybody's already doing that at, if we don't, then may iwan ka talaga and
mhm,
mahihirapan ka to cope because
mhm,
change is really everywhere. um it's gonna help your community or it's gonna help you and will help
mhm,
others. That's easy for me because we are hoping everybody does it at the same
mhm,
time, which will have a good effect
mhm,
on others.
mhm.
So, ikaw, how do you generally naman deal with change, whether it's expected, self-initiated, or unexpected?
I Of course, I have moments that I dwell on the initial shock, and yung medyo
Yes.
may yung wallow in whatever, parang to feel the feeling. And
Yes.
then after that, I try to really be forward thinking and focus on the results or the outcome versus how hard it's going to be for me. Like, uh I don't like the negative talk of like saying something, ang hirap naman nun. Ang hirap naman nun, hindi ko kaya. Like, I don't like saying that. Like, for me, kung ano man yung challenge that I'm facing, I try my best to cope by making a plan or doing research or preparing myself. Like, for example, kunyari, there's like a health condition with me or people I care about, my first instinct is always to do the research. Parang, how can we manage this? What is the plan? What is the prognosis? Like, how can I help this person? How can I help myself? What changes am I able to control? As opposed to parang drowning in this thing na, oh no, it's something that we cannot fix or we cannot do anything about. Because for the most part, there's always something that you can do, not just for medical things, but whatever situation you're in, there's something that you can do, and when you focus on that and you keep moving and you focus your attention and your effort on things that are within your control, then you can really take measurable steps with results. Of course, I'm not infallible. Everybody has their emotions na parang feeling mo hindi mo makakayanan. But for me, I try to always make a plan, and I try to keep moving, and I try to always kind of like ask myself, anong ginagawa mo? Right? To make it
Yes.
better. Versus like, hindi, malungkot lang ako. Anong ginagawa mo? Wala, malungkot lang. Like, parang konting effort. Yun parang sinasabi nila parating, do your part. 'Di ba? And that's in all like kind of like basic philosophies kahit na religion. Parang what are you also doing? Hindi mo pwedeng iasa na lang sa higher power or
Yeah.
iasa mo na lang sa ibang tao. In any kind of conflict, not just change. Conflict like with friends or with your partner, right? You can't just say ikaw magbago ka. Kahit na siya yung may masamang ugali na kailangan baguhin, you also have a certain kind of accountability and responsibility in that. Kahit na siya yung merong nagawang masama, you can't, masama or something that you don't like, you can't just say, basta baguhin mo yan, right? Because it's a partnership, di ba? So you also have to say, like, what am I doing that triggers this action or reaction? Or what can I do? Or, to be supportive or to remind that person, like, oh, we're approaching this moment na medyo, it's leading to that, right? But these aren't without their little pains and reactions, and I think it takes a really brave person or partner to actually bring up the things that need to be changed, kasi ang dali-daling just to avoid the conflict, diba? And just pretend
Yes.
nothing's wrong. But
True.
you also see the result of that pagka ini-ignore mo, right? So these are my konting mga strategy. But how about you? Like, what helps you stick with your own commitments to positive change? Kasi sabi mo, may mga plan ka, may mga goals ka. So how
Yeah.
do you stick with those?
Like you, I plan to, and of course, do the research, and also parang to know at least what I should expect.
Mhm.
But of course, with that expectations, I have also that mindset, baka hindi rin yung mangyayari.
Mhm.
So there's always that mindset na parang hindi ka rin ma-disappoint. 'Di ba? Na parang, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Mhm.
There might be some changes. Like, for example, simple as health. 'Di ba?
Mhm.
Parang, I wanna be at least stronger talaga. So this year is really building muscle strength, and then sometimes syempre may injure ka, but
Mhm.
and then you will stop it and you'll just say, ayoko na, nakakainis. I have to go back to zero and then start all over.
Mhm.
But going back again, stepping back, ano lang yon, detour lang yon, then you just have to go back. So for me, like you, self-talk. I never thought that really helps. It's really self-talk. And then exactly what you say, ano na, 'di ba? 'Di ba? O ano yung gusto mo? You're still here, you're still stuck. So do those changes. And one thing also is because I'm in a relationship, 'di ba? So changes will always happen in relationships. So that really has to be talked about and planned, na talagang pareho kayong pinag-usapan nyo yon, you turned everything, you know exactly na if this happens, oh, we talked about this already.
Mhm. Mhm.
So like purchases, and ang dami pag relationship talaga, parang talagang business and everything,
It's
'di ba?
a
Kasi nga,
full-time job.
oo, sobra. So those things talagang this may happen. As always talaga, meron kang projected na may isip, but also thinking there should be also maybe a plan A, plan B,
Mhm. Mhm.
those things just in case na hindi mag-work out yung talagang initial plan.
Mhm.
So you don't get so disappointed, 'di ba? It's easy to recover if things don't happen.
Mhm.
So yun. So usually plan, know what to expect, have a plan B or
Mhm.
C just in case
Mhm.
your plan doesn't work, and always the self-talk.
Mhm.
I think that you really need to do that. And then just always check how's everything going, nandun na ba?
Mhm.
So that's how I would do and commit to that.
Mhm. Para siyang managing a business ano. Sabi nga
Oh,
nila na actually relationships should be like that. Kasi parang pag inisip mo, you know, companies, they all have quarterly meetings. They even have weekly meetings, team meetings, and dami-daming meeting to make sure that you're on track, 'di ba? So parang how vain are we, or how like complacent or presumptuous are we to think na hindi tayo magmi-meeting within our relationships or friendships or
yes.
whatever, na there's nothing that we don't need to set goals, or we don't need to keep checking and recalibrating kung if this
Yun.
is still beneficial to both parties, and what we
Yeah.
can do to to make it better for both, or what needs aren't being met, or what are the things that you'd like to achieve. Yung ganon, we're so brave pagka company eh, 'di ba? Pero pagka yung one-on-one na relationship, para kasing we've also succumbed to this idea na pang nagsalita ka about something that you want that's more than what you have, nagrereklamo ka. Right? But
Mhm.
it's not really like that. Wag mong parang personalin. Parang this is I would say this is an organization. It's a team.
It's a team.
It's a
Yes.
team, right? So any team member, any group that you've been in from school to work or whatever, there's always some kind of recalibration. So you're not exempt just because in love ka. Actually, kung in love ka, mas madami pa. Mas
Kailangan yan.
madami pang kailangan isipin, di ba?
True. Yun, and to add that, I like that. Yun ang gusto ko sabihin kanina, check-ins, right? You always
Yeah.
have to check in, yun, recalibrate, and just check in. Nasa
Mm-hmm.
na ba tayo?
Uh-huh.
Are we okay? So,
Uh-huh.
at least, you're on track or sway off ka na ba? But yun, checking in, I think, is very important.
Right?
Just to
Di
make sure
ba?
that the change, you're able to adjust to the change because
In
it's
the
really going to
right?
happen.
Actually, like, di ba in the office, yung sa boss mo, meron kang one-on-one, parang to make sure whatever targets, kung ano ba yung plan, ganyan. Actually,
True.
very interesting. I read somewhere, like this parang couple na who was experiencing problems, miscommunication, or whatever, sobrang busy, they have kids or whatever. They actually treated their relationship, their marriage, like a business. Tapos may weekly meeting, either sa weekend, right? I don't know kung Monday or Sunday, that you sit together and like you parang you map out the week. Ano ba yung commitments ng mga bata this week? Ano yung parang ganito? Do we squeeze in a date night? Blah, blah, blah. Yung talagang inorganize mo yung plano para pagka nandun ka na, because when the Monday starts, you're just thrust into this thing. Tapos parang bahala na, I don't know. I don't know kung ano yung ganyan. Parang, okay, who's gonna pick up the kids? Like, yun yung nagsa-start ng conflict eh. Tsaka yung pag na-start na yung na-overwhelm na yung mga tao. Right? That's when the fights start. But all of this can be avoided if you plan and you talk
True.
about it
And change really,
beforehand.
yes, and
Right?
change really happens. Okay, Kia, ikaw. What are the changes you're making for yourself lately and how do you stick with your commitment?
Um, I'd like to say that I constantly, siguro mga overthinking na rin to, but I'm constantly examining how I use my time, or how or the things that I really enjoy, and I think about whether I need to make some changes in like my day to day. Of course, like if we really like listen to ourselves and our like hopes and dreams, there are some things na parang nakakaligtaan natin, or we try not to think about, like, things that parang the little voice inside you na that says one day, I'd like to travel, or one day I'd like to do this, or one day sana may time ako na magganito, or those little things na parang hindi, I'm so busy eh. So I try to lately, I was listening to a podcast na parang reminded me of that, parang that voice inside me and what I want to do. So then I became more mindful about the my habits, my daily habits, and where does my time and energy go. Like for example, um in November I decided na I think I'm going to cut down on social media, right? Because I just felt like I'm so interested in the things that I learned, like I'm really interested in all the things that I watch kasi madami ka naman talagang matututunan. Like I hardly even use it to keep tabs on people. Pero yung mga little things that you learn along the way, especially mga either self-help or learning about personality types or narcissistic tendencies or all these things, trauma, blah, 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 and how to cope with it. Parang it's nice to learn those things, pero kasi everything, it's always such a rabbit hole and it's always such a time suck, right? So sabi ko, what if I try to stop that, but I didn't know how. So nung nakikinig ako dun sa podcast na to na parang that was like asking, what do you really want to accomplish in your life? They also mentioned that if you really wanted to stay away from social media, there are so many ways to do it. And there's so many apps that can help you with that. So I actually just Googled apps to parang control or limit your screen time. And then I found this app called, is it Zen Screen ba or something? Basta parang gano'n na parang binablock niya yung chosen apps mo. Ba-block niya, tapos parang you can specify the how many minutes yung ibablock. Ibablock ka ba for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, or 1 hour? Parang may reminder na, do you really need to do this? Or parang, do you really need this information? Or sometimes you can set it na, kung mag-solve ka ng math puzzle, then then you can access. But then, so I just said, try ko nga to kung anong mangyayari. Because sometimes you don't know until you try kung ano ba yung habits na develop mo associated with that. Because I just always thought that, I like Instagram and I like, learning about things, looking at things. And then you mindlessly just do it. But when I started this app, I realized since hindi ako makapasok doon sa app, or I have to wait for 5 minutes. If you wait for 5 minutes, nawawala na you forget why. You forget why, first of all, that you forget, and then parang hindi ko naman pala kailangan yun in my day. And secondly, you realize how much of a habit it's been. So I realized that I was constantly, mindlessly, just scrolling on my phone na parang, saan ba yung icon na yun? Parang press ko nga to, ano ba yung, what's the latest? Parang na-break ko yung habit na yun and that cycle. And then ngayon parang, hindi na automatic siya sa akin na parang, shit, pagising ko, let me see kung what other rabbit hole am I gonna enter or whatever. And then it became totally separate from me. And I realized that ang dami niyang nabigay sa akin na time. It's like when I quit smoking, if you're a smoker and if you're a heavy smoker and you quit smoking, you'll realize that so much time goes back to you. Kasi wala ka na nung lalabas ka for your morning smoke, yung break mo, midday, after meals, before meals, after sex, after this, every time ma-stress ka ganyan. Yung and daming time na tsaka, and then you also realize how much of it is a habit. A physical habit that muscle memory. May muscle memory pala yung social media sa akin na parang, this is the icon and these are these things. Ito muna yung i-press ko, like yun. So I that's one change that I started, and I think so far so good. I really realized na how much it was taking away from me. I'm not strict or beating myself up. I was really just curious on what it was doing to me and the habits that I've developed associated with that. Kasi it's easy to think that it's such an innocent thing na parang libangan lang, right? But I'm realizing so many things. So that's one. It's probably gonna be almost 2 months already that I haven't even posted anything. If people who are keeping tabs on my Instagram, if they check, I didn't even post anything over the holidays or whatever, but I'm alive, I'm well, I'm happy, I'm not depressed or whatever. I'm just trying something, and in the meantime, I'm using all that time on on another project. So
Yun.
I promised myself na since I was finding that time, I promised myself na hindi ako babalik to regular use until matapos ko yung project na yon. So
Nako,
so far so good. So
curious.
yeah, so that's one. And also other things na parang pag napapansin ko na, oh wait, nasusobrahan na yata, is this good for me or is this bad for me? It's easy for me to make the change kasi I don't know if it's self-control, pero kasi nga I make a plan for it, and then I'm very aware that I have an addictive personality. So I'm always examining my involvements and how much time it takes away from me and what the effects are on my body. So maliit na bagay, but last year I decided I'm going to stop drinking seltzer. Kasi mahilig ako sa seltzer. Kasi sabi ko, carbonated water lang naman nun, pero ang sarap niya pag summer, parang it's like really refreshing. But then I found na parang sumasakit ba yung tiyan ko? Parang, do I feel bloat or whatever? And I wanted to rule it out. And then I also like thought, that can't be a good thing kasi talagang every day uminom ako ng seltzer, and maybe sometimes even twice a day or sometimes 3 times a day, na parang sabi ko, tanggalin ko kaya siya? Ano kayang mangyayari? So, always trying to be open to those things. At saka, I frequently test myself whenever I know that I've developed a habit. I try to test myself to see if I can still break the habit. Kasi I don't want to be a slave to it. Because, I was a long time smoker. It was very, very hard for me to quit. So then I'm very conscious of that, like the addiction, what it does to you, and how to quit a habit. So I'm frequently testing that. So for me, like kunyari mga dietary changes, like when we had to really cut down on our meat consumption and the fatty food consumption, and really to try to do like clean eating, it wasn't like a dreadful thing na parati kasi namin narinig, ang hirap naman yan, bakit nyo naman ginagawa yan, ang hirap-hirap. Yung people are complaining on our behalf, pero kami, hindi naman kami ganun na nahihirapan. But it's nice to test those things para you know that you have the ability to make a plan and to stick to it. And also times na you can forgive yourself also, or you can, take it easy and indulge a little bit, but you know that it's something that you can control and not something that controls you. So I
True.
try to be very conscious of the habits that I form, that they're not controlling me, because I have that tendency to be controlled by a habit. Like, for example, smoking. I was really a slave, total
Wow,
slave,
didn't know that.
total slave to smoking. Like,
Wow.
basta parang yun yung number one priority ko sa buhay, na parang kailangan mag-smoke ako. And
Josie.
then, yeah, so now that, I haven't smoked in, it's probably gonna be over 20 years now. I realized like how much it controlled me. So, pagka meron akong nagugustuhan na bagay or habit or bisyo or whatever it is, and parang sabi ko, alam mo, parang inaaraw-araw ko na to. I try to just like say, kaya ko ba? What if I just do that on weekends? Or what if I remove that completely? And I think it's a healthy way of also kind of balancing things, to know that you're not parang a slave to anything. Right? So that's my technique, and these are my practices. So for you, how do you stick to your commitments once you make a plan? I know you have goals, so what is your mindset, and what are your practices so that you can stick to these promises that you've made yourself?
Maybe for one, I really make sure na yung promise ko gagawin ko. So if it's like, I don't say things just to bring it out na, oh, this year I'll diet. No. I make sure, because if I say it, I have to stick to it. That's how I do it. So before I say something to myself lang talaga yon, I make sure na gagawin ko ba talaga to. If I don't, I know I won't commit. I won't say it. I won't do it. But this year, for me, it's just strength building right now. So, nakita ko na yung results ng eating well. And it really is, there's a big difference talaga. And just conscious of what you eat.
Mhm.
But yun, it's just really planning. Ako naman, I have so many gadgets. I really want to make a YouTube channel. Yun lang talaga sa akin.
Mhm.
I have so much gadgets I want to learn, but nga yung priorities ko right now, so just so busy. But
Mhm.
those are the two things right now I'm gonna really, three things pala. So yung health, and then let's see if where the YouTube channel will go. Yun ang gusto kasi nga, I'm so excited. I have the gadgets already because I have the tendency talagang I really want to be, I would arrange all my raw files, yung mga ganon. Meron akong ganong process. Sobrang dami ko ng material na
Na-accumulate.
parang you
Oh.
have to process and just check, 'di ba? So, it's just really making time. So, yun nga, excited ako
Mhm.
yung
Mhm.
sinabi mo na parang you have so much time for yourself. I should make that na talaga. Um, and then, lastly is really going back to reading books. Yun.
Mhm.
Yun
Mhm.
yung for this year. And
Mhm.
I think just bring it out, just being there beside me, I can see
Mhm.
it. Kasi sometimes if you just keep it somewhere, ikaw pupunta doon, hindi
Mhm.
mo siya magagawa. So for me, just making sure it's there right
Mhm.
beside me, that will be always in my head na ito yung, if I'm not doing anything, that's the first thing I should pick
Mhm.
up, the
Mhm.
book.
Mhm.
Kasi yun yung gusto kong balikan. Kasi before,
Mhm.
pag summer, di ba? Pag summer, okay, reading time, ganon. Kaso
Mhm.
ngayon, ang dami mo nang
Ang
resources.
distraction
Eh.
na.
Exactly, dami mo ng
Especially
distraction.
the screen.
Yes, and
The
because it's so easy to
screen.
get, you can just get so much information there, but it's so
Yeah.
different
It,
reading eh. Di
it's
ba?
such a time suck. The screen is such a time suck and it's so powerful. And the fact that how it like, the dopamine in your brain dun sa we talked about this in our social media episode. I'm really learning and realizing that. And I'm really trying to do things outside like the screen world because I feel like it's taken so much from me. So now actually um yun sa'yo, sabi mo na dala-dala mo yung book para kung wala kang ginagawa, may
Yun.
downtime ka, nandyan na,
Yun
and then bubuksan mo,
nakakunin.
and then it's away from screens, di ba?
Yes.
So parang wala ka ng distraction. So for me, it's interesting that you brought that up because for me, the thing that I really have been neglecting in favor of just, entertaining myself with my screen is I haven't been writing as much as I should, and I know that whether or not I deny it or the excuses that I make for myself, I know that that's what I'm meant to do. So ngayon talagang kung nasan ako sa bahay, even if like my wife wants to watch TV, like they want to watch TV, may dala ko talaga yung notebook ko and I do it na longhand para walang screen. Right?
Yeah.
Because I can't write something on my phone or write on the laptop kasi andyan na yung distractions eh, and it's so hard to to get away from it. So, balik ako sa, ito na nga yung yung notebook ko. Balik ako sa notebook. So, mula nung sinimulan ko to nung November since kind of quit ako ng social media, napuno ko talaga siya. As in, like, pag umupo ako talagang 10 pages yung sinusulat ko. Unlike ever before in my entire life. I have never, like, written so much.
Wow,
So,
so
para,
exciting. Is that the project?
yeah, so it's just writing and whether what it
Oh.
ends up, but I am, like, making, like, uh modesty aside, I'm making like really tremendous progress for myself. I don't think I've ever written this much and so freely kasi para I just do it and I just keep writing, and for me I realize na kailangan ko na a screenless way to write. And kasi if you're a writer, you're always beating yourself up and you're always editing yourself so you can't complete anything. So I think I read somewhere na yung mga naggumagamit ng notebook, that's what they do to make it exist, to make the first draft exist. And then pag nabuo na siya, yung first draft na parang sumulat ka lang ng sumulat, and then when it's time to edit, then saka ko na siya itatype, but it has to exist. So I have never, ang dami-dami kong notebook, pinagtatawanan na ako ng asawa ko na ang dami kong notebook ever since the beginning. But you know what, promise, I've never even finished a single notebook or journal in my life beyond the first few pages. I have never. And then ito
Ah,
parang 2 months pa lang, mauubos ko na tong notebook. So I'm so proud.
that's
Whether or
you.
not it amounts to anything, the fact that I've tapped into that and I know that that's, that's a gift that I have that I
Yes.
haven't really paid attention to. It's just so fulfilling for me. And parang isip ko na, if my, if my being away from my screen is allowing me to do this, I think it's a very like positive thing. So thanks for that book reminder. Para naalala ko tuloy na, oo nga, no, dinadala-dala ko nga siya na parang minsan kahit wala naman ako masulat, basta naandyan
Nandun
siya.
siya.
Naandyan siya
Yes.
parate na kung kailangan ko siya. So, I'm developing also that habit, right?
That's so nice, no? So you can see talaga yung self-initiated change talaga is effort.
It's
You
really effort.
you
Hindi siya
really
talaga
have that
nangyayari,
effort
right?
talaga.
You have to really like do it for yourself. And kung hindi mo talaga, there's no one who can force it on you, and no
Exactly.
one can do the work for
Unless you
you.
ask, yeah, unless you ask somebody to remind you, 'di ba? Pero
Yeah.
baka mainis ka lang.
Diba? And then actually, I knew that I was taking it seriously because I have like a fellow like writer that we just like have like you know read
Buddy.
each other's work around, like, bakit nga ba? Oh, because I attended this, I don't know if you know the writer Grace Talusan, but she has this really great memoir that I love and have loved, and she reached out to me to say that she was going to be in Vegas doing a book reading. Tapos nag-attend ako. Tapos nung sa book reading na yon, aside from talking about her book, they talked about a writing practice. And sa
Nice.
kanya, since the pandemic, she started a daily Zoom call with one writer friend na wala silang ginawa. They just connect to the Zoom and then together they just write for 90 minutes to 2 hours every single day without fail. And I think
Wow.
umabot yata sila ng 400 days without fail na every single day nagsusulat sila. So sabi ko parang, paano ko kaya gagawin yun na parang meron akong
Wow,
daily
buddy.
commitment with someone. Pero parang hindi ko yata kaya yung everyday Zoom just
Oo.
because time zones and work and whatever. So anyway, I enlisted this friend of mine who also writes na, at least once a week, we'll keep tabs on each other and then we'll say, oh, I wrote this. Just to say, na I wrote this, like whatever, 2,000 words or whatever, or we'll send each other what we wrote, or like to say, like, oh, I posted my Substack or whatever. But it's like, we call it parang accountability partner. Kasi kung mag-isa
Nice.
ka, it's easy to excuse yourself eh. Pero kung meron kang,
Yes.
parang fitness, di ba? Kung may
Yes.
kasama ka papunta ng gym, you don't want to let that person down, and you don't want to let that person like think na ikaw, you're not living up to your own promise. So those
True.
things are helpful tools if you want to stick to a commitment, right?
That's nice, yeah, your
Yeah.
buddy, 'di ba? Like this, the podcast.
Yeah,
Two
like
of us,
this.
right?
The
So
habit,
nice.
right?
So
The
nice.
habit of it, and
Yes.
it's gonna be a year, and then yun na nga, it becomes part of you, na parang nagiging second nature na siya. So I'm trying to change, and you know what, it's a privilege, we're privileged enough to actually have room to think of these things, and I think about
True.
how much privilege and how fortunate I am to actually have time to reflect, how can I make myself better, what resources, can I allocate to this goal? A lot of people don't have that. Tapos parang inisip ko
True.
na parang ako na nga yung parang swinerte that I have the ability to do this. I'm not tied up in so many commitments, or I'm not under
Yes.
pressure to be working so many hours a day to make a
True.
living. So why am I not taking advantage of this? And how come other people who have limited resources, how come they're
Can do
able
it.
to allocate? Because it's commitment, right? Like everything. It's the
Yeah.
same as, when you're trying to save money, how come some people hindi naman napakalaki yung kinikita nila pero ang galing nila mag-save?
True.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's really
commitment,
the
hindi ba?
mindset. Mindset
You know?
talaga, no? So, so these are the self-initiated change. Pero, you have any ideas you can share on how to embrace change when it happens to an individual?
I remember a time na someone on Ask FM, I think, asked me how to be a writer or how to have a creative mind
That's
or
a nice
parang how to be
question.
because you can't make that. You can't make somebody that way. Pero ang sabi ko lang sa kanya, you need to break your heart as often as possible. I didn't mean na parang self-sabotage or whatever. I think what I really meant to say is to get used to change. Parang sanayin mo yung sarili mo na you experience a lot of challenging things so that you know that you can be uprooted and replanted at any point. Parang sanay ka na, you're always ready and secure in your ability to take care of yourself. Kasi hindi mo naman matetest yun, di ba? Like they say, like, what is they say, like parang the strength of a ship, like you don't get to test that in calm water. You
Yeah,
have to go in a storm.
storm.
Then alam mo na, you're a good sailor and your ship is strong and you have a good team. It's through hardship, it's not through easy times. So once you have that parang confidence, to know that you can build yourself back up, I think parang you become braver and facing change. So when you know that you have the ability to start over, you face everything, you see everything through a different lens, di ba? Kasi pag alam mo na kaya mo, especially like for example relationships or job, alam mo na you know that if you lose your job, you're gonna be okay because you'll find another or may savings ka or whatever. It comes out in your demeanor and your personality at work. Kasi hindi ka mukhang desperado. Your bosses will recognize that it's their benefit that you are there at hindi yung parang i-abuse ka kasi alam nila that you have nowhere to go. It's the same with relationships. Pag alam mo na kaya mo without anyone, not saying that you're a loner or whatever, but if you've built yourself back up from a really bad breakup before, the next relationship that you have, the person that you're with will know na hindi sila yung last resort mo. Because it's a different dynamic that you build when someone knows na you have nowhere to go. They're more likely to abuse you, not treat you well, or parang just think na wala namang gagawin yan kahit naman, they know that that you can't live without them. So their treatment of you also is different, right? So parang just having that mindset and that strength of character to know that you can survive anything, I think it makes you more open to change and you're welcoming it, diba? So parang when someone says, paano kung mawala yung trabaho mo? Di mawala. Nawawala naman ang trabaho first. Like you can't hang on to something and think na nandyan lang siya forever. And even if you do, life will teach you that you can't, that things are not, there permanently, and life is gonna throw so many challenges in your way. The best lessons you learn when the rug is pulled from under your feet, hindi ba?
Yes.
Natutunan mo yan, natutunan natin lahat yan, right?
Yes.
So you become more resilient, right? You know that change is an ongoing event. It's part of the human experience. You can't avoid it. And it's not, you don't think of it as a one-time event na parang hindi, naiwan na ako ng partner ko before, hindi na mangyayari sa akin
Ay,
ulit
nako.
yun. Right?
Sorry.
No, right? Because it's like, you don't know.
Yes.
And you know how we always say na, yung nakita ko actually yung trailer natin recently where you said na tama ka when you said everything ends, it just depends kung paano, right?
Yes.
And it's not just relationships, it's anything. It's life, it's friendships, it's a job. whatever it is, you always have to be ready na mawawala siya, and what are you going to do? You have to know that you'll survive it. Kahit na umiyak ka ng 1 year, you know na nakakayanin mo, right? Hindi yung ever
Yes.
magkaroon ka ng mindset na hindi ko talaga kaya. Kung mangyari yun, kung mawala siya sa akin, mamamatay ako. You know, like you should never have that like thing, because your first obligation is to yourself always. Kahit na sobrang mahal na mahal mo yung tao. Actually, kung sobrang mahal na mahal mo yung tao, you owe it to them to make yourself a priority, because that makes you healthy. Because when you're unhealthy at sobrang codependent ka and you feel na wala, I can't live without you, it's a burden on the relationship. It's a
Yes.
burden on the person that you love, right? So when you learn that resilience, you embrace the change, and you realize through your life experience that change is an opportunity for your growth. Kahit napakahirap niya, alam mo, based on your previous experience, that you're going to come out of it as a different person, and you're going to learn so much,
True.
right? So that's just, from all the things that have happened in my life, I think
Yes.
that's my takeaway on how I feel like nothing, faces me anymore. And I know na kahit na napakahirap ng bagay and whatever change, kung sino man yung mawala sa akin, especially the most important people, I know na masasaktan ako, but I know na hindi ko siya ikamamatay. And I
Yes.
think that's
Ooh.
that knowledge and wisdom. Even when you say it out loud, 'di ba parang nakakaiyak, 'di ba? Na parang,
Yes.
but then you know na you're going to survive it. It changes your view of things, right? Kasi
Yes.
you everything feels different. You see things differently. Everything tastes different once you know that things change all the time, and you need to savor each and every moment kasi baka mawala sa'yo sooner than later, right?
True.
And anong tips mo on embracing change?
'Di ba? Unfortunately, yun nga eh, it has to be through experience, no? So, for those young ones who are listening, it really comes through experience. So sometimes try not to, to walk on eggshells. Follow your gut for me. And then experience will come in. And then yun, what Kia said, embrace the good and the bad all the time. Na
Mhm.
you, of course, you hope always for success, but there's always failure part of success. That's why siguro I love sports so much. That's, I think, for me, that really helped me a lot na
Mhm.
sobrang dami ng disappointments sa sports. Like, especially if you're a student athlete, train ka ng train, tapos matatalo ka lang sa huli.
Yeah.
Sobrang heartbreaking talaga yon
Mhm.
na especially if nandun na alam mong kaya mo. But of course, there are breaks of the game, but eventually you understand that through sports. But if you're not an athlete, that's okay, because nga experiences will also give you, you have letdowns, put downs, lahat na ng sakit mararamdaman mo, because of course sometimes you have high expectations, ba? Always comes it some disappointments really will happen. But
Mhm.
if you are ready to accept all the
Mhm.
disappointments, you'll be able to accept changes, and you will know. 'Di ba? Yung nga sabi ko, that's why nga ako alam ko na minsan may plan B and plan C na ako, because I know
Mhm. Mhm.
my plan A can fail.
Mhm.
That's why,
Mhm.
knowing that, I will
Mhm.
accept that, but it won't put me down. There's some other ways. There
Mhm.
may be
Mhm.
something. So, because of all the experience, you can step back
Mhm.
and really assess and
Mhm.
think na parang, okay, I was really hoping for this. I
Mhm.
really worked hard and it didn't happen. Bakit kaya?
Mhm.
Right? And of course, the first thing is always not to blame first on yourself, 'di ba? Syempre, maybe, but always step back. And kasi
Mhm.
sometimes you might think, I'm such a failure. I'm like this, I'm like that. So, the more you put yourself down and not accept that, there might be something else there, will not help you accept the change. So,
Mhm.
for me, yun talaga is really knowing that there may be
Mhm.
the negative part or the sad part,
Mhm.
but that's why nga, I said this before, love life. I love life, everything, the good and the
Mhm.
bad.
Mhm.
Iba eh. Sometimes you just go
Mhm.
back, ay, iba talaga ang buhay. Sometimes I had a conversation with her friend nga going back. Syempre, when you go back to the Philippines, you bring back all the kwentos and yun lang, she just sat back. Ay, life talaga, no? Sabi ko, super. Na
Mhm.
parang you just don't know what to expect, but
Mhm.
just have to embrace it. That's the good thing about life. Kasi
Mhm.
like what we said also before, just push on. You will see it really, it's a cliche, but it really gets
Uh-huh.
better,
Uh-huh.
right? Although there's a lot of sad times, but it's not something that we dwell on. It can happen, but you just
Mhm.
hope always for the best. So that's for me. It's just, I think sports has really helped me a lot, and just embracing the bad part of
Mhm.
everything that you plan for.
Ang dami ng lesson ng sports, ano. It's so understated, eh, but there's always this kind of like discipline and mindset. That's why athletes are, have mental toughness, and they're able to like move on, and like, like when it's like whatever sport it is, like, your last game is just that's it. Then move on. The last goal, the last attempt, you miss something, you have to move on because it just goes on. And then you have to constantly remind yourself that it's not you, it doesn't define you. Ang daming
Dami.
ganon. And plus the physical movement part of it. Because while you're moving, there's so many changes. Tapos yung ma-injure ka, ganyan. There's so much to deal with. That's why, athletes, and if you're active in anything, physically active,
Active,
ang dami mo
yes.
talagang natututunan. Right? I want to not remind, but I maybe if some people don't know, like it's actually a fact that it takes 3 weeks to develop a habit. So it's also 3 weeks to to start to remove a habit. So the first like 3 weeks, it's like it's crucial, and that's when you know kung ano ba dito yung habit na, and ano yung parang gusto ko talaga siyang gawin. So in that 3-week period, you also have the benefit of taking it easy on yourself, and also giving yourself time na you're going to fail. Like when I like put the app blocker on my phone, I found myself like constantly parang, oh shit, oh nga pala, hindi nga pala ako nagparang, oh shit, pero parang muscle memory na kasi, parang ang bilis na parang ganun.
Yes.
So parang, oh shit, I'm mindlessly, I don't even need to see anything, pero parang instinctive na hinahanap ko talaga yung app na yon na ganon. So parang ngayon, way past the 3 weeks, parang hindi na siya, it's not part of me anymore. And it's so enlightening because you can apply that to anything,
Yes.
whatever habit. And after 3 weeks, you're trained now not to depend on that as something that you do mindlessly. Also knowing the root of your habits and the
Yes.
reasons that you behave that way
Yes.
is very important. And
Yes.
some people are just like ayaw nilang i-trace back yung source ng behavior,
Yun.
whether it's your upbringing or trauma or whatever. When that's the only way you can actually change anything is when you get back to the root of it, and then you parang backtrack, and then you bring it forward na parang wait, kung dun yun galing, and I know it's not solving or fixing anything, and it's actually bad for me and bad for my partner, ayun na nga, I can change it and actually maybe
Yes.
heal that part of me that's making me act that way, versus someone actually saying, eh ganito na ako eh, just accept it.
Ay,
Ganito na ako eh,
nako.
so take it or leave it. Like, when have you ever accomplished anything when you tell someone to take it or leave it? Like, every behavior that affects someone else can be changed, but you have to get to the root of it. It's so hard to just change it from the outside, diba? You have to realize, what is this habit like feeding in me? Ano ba yung, what is the itch that needs to be scratched? And not just like stopping it. So those things, and the reflection and understanding and going back to the root of your actions really helps a lot when you want to change something. And you'll see change as less of a restriction and more like something that you really want to do for yourself. That can be applied to not just bad habits or vices, but when you're trying to do something like health-wise, like improve your diet. Pag alam mo na yung motivation mo on what you're trying to accomplish, it's easier to take the healthier way and to choose the healthier option versus seeing it, ay, bawal sa akin yan eh. Hindi na kasi ako pwede mag-sugar, kakainis. You know, like, you'll just fail because you're not going back to, bakit nga ba? Why do I want to be healthy? Why do I want to prolong my life? Why do I want to be there for my partner or whatever? Pero kung if you think of it
Yes.
as just suffering, if a doctor gives you an order to be like, hey, you have to be low salt and low fat, tapos inunahan mo na, hindi ko kaya, ang hirap eh. Huwag mo naman akong pilitin. Ako, magagalit ka sa akin. You know, it's not from the other person. Right? Parang, bakit nga ba sinasabi sa'yo ng doktor yun? And what, you need to find your own motivation to do those things. Kasi parang, ginawa mo lang siyang rules na to follow, it's not going to work. It's just like when our parents told us you can't do this, you can't do that, and you don't think
Rebelde.
of like why. You just think of it as like rules that you're going to break because you don't get to tell me what to do. I'm going to enjoy everything.
Yes.
Diba? So nakalaban mo na yung sarili mo. But if you enlist yourself and you enlist your own motivation, especially with health, if you think about how much you love life, and if you, for me kasi, if you really love your family and you really love your partner, you are obligated, you have an ethical and a moral obligation to keep yourself healthy because losing you will be very painful to them, and you enjoy life so much with the people that you love. So that's what you're doing. That's why you're doing these things. And yung mga little sacrifices or healthy options that you take, it doesn't seem like torture, di ba? Pagka yun yung mindset mo, parang maliit na bagay, di ba? Parang, okay, if I don't add more salt to this, maybe cumulatively it's gonna help me be more present or whatever. Hindi mo na iniisip na parang, ano ba yan? Walang lasa. You know, it opens your
Nega.
mind,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. And adding to that also pala, I was thinking, when somebody also, talks to you and says, may napansin ako, just telling you that they're hoping that you can change maybe an ugali or a characteristic, try to step back and see why this person is telling. Sometimes because we get so defensive, right? Parang nasasaktan tayo. But especially if these are your friends, they're just meaning well and they just want to tell you na, maybe ganito, nasaktan ako kasi you're typically like this, blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's something for you to really reflect on. Diba? It's not that they're against you or something. Yun ang naisip ko lang about change. Kasi some people are just, because they're your friend, right? That they would tell you something or your partner, but usually it's your friend kasi partner, they can just tell you anything. Kahit mag-away kayo, mag-away talaga kayo. Pero if it's a friend or a family member, maybe it's also maybe why would they say that, 'di ba? Maybe it's something that you need to reflect on, and those are the changes that maybe you need to think about and self-initiate that change.
It's true.
So, with that, I just have one last change question. With this, Kia, just observation, what are the changes in the world that you have noticed? And of course, we're at this age, ang dami ng changes. But ano yung talagang napapansin mong may change? And what are the changes that you still want to see, hopefully?
Bucon?
Oo.
Bucon question. Basta pagka may mga
Question.
world na yan, eh, may
Yes,
Bucon question yan. But, I'm always eager to answer the Bucon
Yes.
question. I was thinking about this, nakita ko tong question. It's like, oh, wow, something to think about. Changes in the world. So I thought of a few things. A negative change that I'm seeing in the world is how it's very obvious that we have all these devastating effects of climate change. And maybe before, di ba kasi bata pa tayo, naririnig na natin to, but we just took
Brush
it
it.
for granted, we brushed it off kasi wala naman nangyayari na major, di ba? Pero bata pa tayo, naririnig na natin yan, don't use plastic, don't use styrofoam, ozone layer, ganyan-ganyan. Nag-iiba
Ozone
lang yung
layer.
mga
Yes.
pangalan, global warming, climate change. And then ngayon, talagang nakikita na natin yung talagang effects, right? Just this past week, di ba, grabing nangyayari in California,
Oh
in
my
LA right
gosh.
now. We have a lot of family members, relatives, and friends there, and a lot of them are really affected. I have a coworker who lost everything. It's when you see the footage, it's just like, where's this coming from? It's not a coincidence. It's not a matter of luck. We are really seeing that we are at the mercy of nature. I'm not looking forward to what's ahead in the next 50 years. Hopefully, wala na tayo. But then we also have younger relatives, family members, and friends who are going to be bearing the brunt of all of this. So, kaya it's a reminder to think twice before having kids. Pero that's another topic. But really, that's one really bad change that we're seeing. But people have to be aware now because there's no more choice. You can't say na hindi naman talaga mangyayari yun because nangyayari na. That's a negative change. A positive one is younger people now, maybe exposure to social media or exposure to other people who are doing the same thing. Women, especially women and queer people, we're no longer tolerating bad behavior, 'di ba? Yung mga toxic relationships, toxic work environments, bad behavior from people around us and abuse. You more and more you see people standing up to these things and they're not like just bearing it and pasensya na lang. Parang hindi na uso yung pasensya ngayon eh. Parang,
So,
no, I am not putting up with this.
not
Goodbye.
adjusting.
Ganyan na, di ba? Many are
Exactly.
choosing to walk away or stand up to abusers. So I hope that this trend continues. Second part of your Bucon question, the changes that I hope to see. Changes I hope to see is the recognition of the number one, which is, while it might be too late to save ourselves when it comes to nature's revenge on us. Pero sana naman yung mga in denial, they start to do their share also. And also to remind us ourselves also na while it's good to practice like more environmentally friendly things like less plastic, all this stuff, in the bigger picture, we also need to hold corporations and countries accountable for bad practices. Kasi yun yung larger scale na talagang nakaka-affect to the rest of the world. So if you have a choice between two brands and alam mo na yung one brand is like a major polluter, that's something that you can do. If you're like, doing your investments and retirement accounts and you have a choice between one mutual fund and one whatever, you choose the one that is going to prolong the health of the
World.
world. Diba?
Yes.
There are some ways that we can act, but we have to hold like the bigger organizations that actually cause all of this damage. And another one that I hope to see is I really want people to be kinder to one another. Kasi with social media, parang I feel like lumalala lang yung pagkalupit ng tao because of being anonymous. Parang nasanay na kasi yung mga tao to be mean to each other. Parang we're creating a society that's very mean, very judgy, and daming bullies, very like looks oriented, and daming shaming. We're raising a whole generation of young people who think that they have to look like the people on their screens in like times 1,000,000% of what the pressure that we grew up with when we were younger. Now it's constant, it's 24/7, it's everywhere. So sana sana lang mas mabait tayo sa isa't isa, especially from the new for the new year. And that's a very Bucon answer because of your Bucon question. How
Yeah.
about you?
Ako same thing, like changes I think yun nga how the world is forming now with the climate concerns, and it's nga people are more aware of a lot of things already. For me, I just want people, the change is already happening. It's already in front of your faces. You see it everywhere. For me, I just hope it's about time to just accept it. 'Di ba? Accept it and learn more. So, accepting is just, oh, sige na nga. It's not about just, oh, sige na nga. It's about understanding it. 'Di ba? If you see, like us, there's changes nga, 'di ba? Yun nga, like, transgender people are out there. Women who want to be single moms just to have a child, a single mom, okay na yun, 'di ba? Like, women who don't want to get married, everything is already there. Ang gusto ko lang nga is just, the change kasi is already in front of our faces. For me, the future thing is just already to embrace that change. Sana yun ang mangyari. It's so sad nga, as you said nga, di ba? We're hoping people can be kinder. We're hoping just to go back to the basic manners, no? So parang the change is like going back to basic, which is already there before. Like, exactly, there's manners. Yun lang eh. Di ba? Na parang, I like that you can speak out already now because through social media, but sometimes nga yung pagbubuli, iba eh. There's a right way of saying things, diba? And doing that. But for me, yun nga, sana people are kinder. It's just, for me, just to embrace it. So, the change is already happening. This is like part of history. Like, the generations will come and they will read all about this, the pandemic and everything just, there's so many changes that are happening right now, and we are that's, I think this is the turning point for a lot of things. I'm hoping it's for the better, actually. Na parang there's a turmoil, and then parang that's only my imagination, I think.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
Diba?
It's like, it's such a scary time to be
Yes.
alive, right? But sometimes it's these kinds of moments that actually wake you up and ask, you have to ask yourself, like, what am I doing? What can I do? What should people be doing? And
Yeah,
where
especially
yeah.
the equipment, the what we have, the resources, grabe, it's information overflow na you really have to discern. Ang dami mo na kailangan
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my take. Sana nga people just embraces it, learn more, and just, be kind. I like that. Be kind lang.
Be
As simple.
kind. Just be kind to one another. And if there's something that you don't understand about the people, like the changes that you're seeing in
Ask.
people, you ask, or just mind your own business also.
Yes.
Diba? You don't
Learn
force
nicely.
force your
Yes.
own understanding on something that has
True.
nothing to do with you. I think that's a really important key, right?
Nice. Wow. This has been another episode of Salt and Pepe Podcast.
Podcast. Don't forget that the only thing constant is change. Either you adapt or you refine your skills in adapting. Either mapag-iwanan ka or masasagasaan ka. Or you cope with it and you learn how to, deal with it and move on. So that's always your choice, and we always have a choice, right?
Don't fear the change. It will happen.
Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, thank you. See you next time.
Bye. Thanks for letting us spice up your day.
Keep on listening to Salt and Pepe Podcast.
Konting alat.
Konting anghang.
And Pepe all around.
This has been Leah
and Shakira.
See you next time.